One of the photos that Danielle Colby has published is a throwback to the days before she became famous, and she does not appear to be recognized. The snapshot recollection from 20 years ago was uploaded to the personal Patreon account of the American Pickers star. Danielle was depicted in the picture with her hair cut short, her complexion unblemished, and no tattoos visible. In the photograph, she was even fully dressed, which is something that the burlesque diva does not appear to be doing in images very often. In her explanation, Danielle, who is 47 years old, said, "I was in Chicago visiting my niece when I came across a box of my old photographs. This picture was taken about 20 years ago with my bestie Nicole before we hit the club. During that time, Nicole and I were working as waitresses at a neighborhood restaurant in Davenport, Iowa. At the time, I was already a mother to Miles, her son." Her next statement was as follows: "We looked out for each other and covered each other's rear ends. Over the course of our lives, we have established a friendship that will last a lifetime and has grown in love and compassion." She exuded an air of self-assurance and style at all times. "We used to be a formidable force. Hell, we still are." Both shock and awe. The comment section was filled with people who were astonished by what they saw and enthusiastically approved of it. Someone cried, "Holy Mother of Moses," before continuing, "Once again are gorgeous." Another chimed in, saying, "You had a short haircut, but nonetheless, you look great with any haircut. I'm grateful that you shared this photograph from your history with me." On the other hand, a third person said, "I adore old photographs such as this. Amazing memories are brought back to mind by these photographs. This is a very cool sensation." Beautifully bathing. Danielle was significantly more covered up than the majority of the photographs that she posts with her admirers. Just a few days ago, she posted a provocative new photo to Instagram in which she was entirely naked. The reality star stripped off her clothes and went for a swim in a tub that was white in color. Despite the fact that her hair was drenched in water, the celebrity displayed her tattoos and got her booty standing up for the camera. It seemed as though she was swimming in a tub full of chips painted in a rainbow of colors. "Who's ready for a midnight snack?" she posed the question to her followers. "So hot." Another follower responded, "Been crushing on you since season 1." In response to the statement made by one individual. Danielle Colby, the beloved star of American Pickers, is known for her signature style, vibrant tattoos, vintage fashion, and a bold personality that captures the essence of the show. Yet, long before Danielle became a fan favorite, a photo from 20 years ago reveals a very different side of her. In this rare snapshot, she looks unrecognizable, offering a glimpse into her life before her rise to fame, before the glamorous makeovers, and before she became a household name. The transformation is nothing short of remarkable, both physically and personally, as her journey has been one of reinvention, growth, and success. In this article, we'll take a closer look at the photo from 2 decades ago, exploring who Danielle Colby was back then, the twists and turns of her journey to stardom, and how she transformed from a young woman finding her way into the powerful, self-assured, and unique figure she is today. We'll also dive into how her evolving look is a reflection of her deeper personal transformation, one marked by resilience, creativity, and an unrelenting passion for self-expression. The photo of Danielle Colby taken 20 years ago is a stark contrast to the edgy, alternative fashion icon fans know today. In this image, she appears with a more subdued, conventional look, long, flowing hair, minimal tattoos, and simple clothing that would surprise anyone familiar with her bold, eclectic style on American Pickers. At that time, Danielle was not yet the fiercely independent, creative force she has become. Born in Davenport, Iowa, Danielle was always a creative soul, but in her early 20s, she was still searching for the right outlet for her artistic inclinations. This was a time before her foray into burlesque dancing, before she ran her own boutique, and before her involvement in the world of antiques and vintage collectibles. In the photo, you can see a young woman who had yet to embrace the full extent of her individuality, someone whose life was still unfolding in unpredictable ways. While this image shows a Danielle that might be hard to recognize, it also hints at the potential and energy that would later propel her into the spotlight. Her natural beauty shines through, but what stands out most is the innocence and curiosity in her eyes. A woman at the cusp of a journey that would take her from Iowa, nor was it always glamorous. Before her days on American Pickers, Danielle went through a number of personal and professional transformations that helped shape her into the woman she is today. One of the most significant steps in her journey was her entry into the world of burlesque dancing. It might come as a surprise to some fans of American Pickers that Danielle was a well-known burlesque dancer long before she became the manager of Mike Wolfe's antique archaeology store. In fact, her passion for burlesque dates back to when she attended a burlesque performance by the legendary dancer Satan's Angel while living in Chicago. That experience ignited a fire in her, and soon after, she created her own troupe called Burlesque Le Moustache. Danielle, who performed under the stage name Danny Diesel, became a prominent figure in the local burlesque scene. For Danielle, burlesque was more than just a performance. It was a form of empowerment and self-expression. The art allowed her to embrace her body, creativity, and individuality in ways she had never done before. It was through burlesque that Danielle began to develop the confidence and bold persona that fans see on television today. She adopted the tattoos, the pin-up style, and the retro fashion that have since become her trademarks. In many ways, burlesque was the catalyst for Danielle's transformation. It gave her the confidence to own her identity and the freedom to explore different facets of herself. It also provided her with the artistic outlet she craved, allowing her to merge performance art with her love for vintage fashion and culture. Danielle Colby's path to television fame began with her long-standing friendship with Mike Wolfe, the star and creator of American Pickers. Mike and Danielle had known each other for years before the show ever hit the airwaves, sharing a mutual love for antiques, collectibles, and history. When Mike pitched the concept of American Pickers to the History Channel, Danielle was the natural choice to manage the antique archaeology store and help bring an extra layer of authenticity to the show. What many people don't realize is that Danielle initially had no intention of being in front of the camera. She was content running the store and handling the business side of things. But the producers quickly realized that Danielle's personality was too vibrant to stay in the background. Her quick wit, sharp negotiating skills, and deep knowledge of antiques made her a perfect fit for the show's dynamic. When American Pickers premiered in 2010, it quickly became a hit, and Danielle's role grew larger with each season. Viewers were drawn to her no-nonsense attitude, her unique style, and her undeniable chemistry with Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz. Over the years, Danielle became one of the show's most beloved figures, known for her ability to manage the sometimes chaotic world of antique picking with grace, humor, and expertise. The Danielle Colby fans see on American Pickers today is a far cry from the young woman in that 20-year-old photo. Her rise to fame brought with it a glamorous transformation, but it was a makeover that stayed true to her authentic self. Rather than conforming to traditional Hollywood standards of beauty, Danielle carved out her own niche, embracing her individuality and turning her body into a canvas of self-expression. One of the most striking aspects of Danielle Colby's transformation over the years has been her evolving appearance. From her extensive collection of tattoos to her vintage-inspired wardrobe, Danielle has become an icon of alternative fashion and personal expression. But this transformation wasn't just about aesthetics. It was about finding and embracing her true self. Danielle's tattoos, which now cover much of her body, are more than just decorative. Each tattoo tells a story, representing different aspects of her journey and personality. From intricate floral designs to bold, colorful pieces, Danielle's tattoos are a testament to her love of art, history, and self-expression. She has often spoken about how her tattoos help her feel more connected to her body and her identity, allowing her to reclaim her narrative in a world that often tries to dictate how women should look and behave. Her fashion choices, too, are a reflection of her love for vintage culture. Danielle's wardrobe is a mix of retro pinup style, bohemian influences, and modern edge, all of which come together to create a look that is uniquely hers. Whether she's wearing a 1950s-inspired dress or a pair of distressed jeans, Danielle's fashion sense is always bold, fearless, and unapologetically authentic. The glamorous makeover that fans see on television today is a direct result of Danielle's journey towards self-acceptance. She has often spoken about how her love for burlesque and vintage fashion helped her embrace her body and her identity.